Hey there, this is Rich with Elevate, and in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through a salary guide for sales development reps in tech sales for the year of 2024. I have here a guide of what you can expect in terms of base, your on-target earnings, as well as the location. In addition to that, if you want to go ahead and grab access to this resource, including the one that I'm going to be referencing in my next video, which is your 90-day checklist that you should be having to be successful, absolutely successful on your first full-time tech sales role, please go ahead and hop over to our school community right here. Underneath community, you can go ahead and get access to this as well as other resources. The group itself is free. These guides are also free. All we want to go ahead and do is help you be successful on the role, whether you're trying to land it for the first time or if you're on the job right now and you're feeling a little bit lost as to what it is that you're supposed to be doing. This is our 90-day checklist here. You can get access to that. I'm going to be chomping down more on this in our next video, but let's go ahead and talk about our salary guide. Now, for these numbers here, it can be a little bit skewed. We did ballpark it and we grabbed the sources from various websites on the internet, and it's pretty much ballpark average wise, it's pretty much the same. So starting with the very left, let's go ahead and cut down on locations, the state, base, what you can expect to earn base wise, what you can expect to earn on target earnings, and what you can go ahead and expect to earn per hourly. And other things that you should also be considering, let me go ahead and move my face over here for a second, is you also want to be considering other things such as like quarterly bonus, year-end bonus, total comp, benefits, 401k, perks, PTO, and you might also want to be thinking about taxes because every state kind of structures that a little bit different. So even though it looks like, wow, California and New York, they're making so much more, the tax structure there, I'm not a tax professional, which I have to throw out there right now. The tax structure there and how they go about it is slightly different than how they do it in New York and California, where it's a little bit aggressive in my opinion. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop over here. We only grabbed 8 cities. If you guys want us to add additional cities, you can. As I mentioned before, this spreadsheet is available to you guys for free. Now, first city that we're going to go ahead and talk about, no particular order, we're just doing it alphabetically, is going to be Austin in the great state of Texas. If you're going to go ahead and land your first tech sales role over there, you can expect somewhere around the ballpark of 52K. On target earnings would be about 71K. Your hourly would be coming out to be about $25 an hour. Chicago would be 59K plus. On target earnings 83K, and hourly is about $28.37. Los Angeles, my home city in my home state of California, 61K, 80K total earnings. Hourly is also $29.33. Denver, Colorado is 55K with 73K for OTE. New York, where I currently live right now, that is 64K, slightly higher than LA, but around 83K on target earnings. If you hop over to kind of other, is basically the national average, is around 53K and then 60K for on target earnings. San Diego is 53K plus with 75K as on target earnings. And then we basically have San Francisco, which is the tech mecca, capital of all things related to tech, 64K plus. On target earnings, you can go out there and expect 84K. Now, these are just ballpark baseline figures, but I have to go out there and actually give out a disclaimer here. These are very rough numbers, and this is based upon whether or not you hit your target. You, as a salesperson, regardless if this is your first year, your second year, your third year, should never gun for the bare minimum. If anything, you should be gunning for more. And this is why, yes, if you hit your quota, which is your on-target earnings, and on-target earnings basically meant that you did the baseline, that's what you can go out there and expect. And these numbers are very conservative. If you had the training and you had the support and the coaching, the mentorship along with the community, you should be expecting to make a lot more money than that. I mean, the next 12 months is going to go by, so why wouldn't you want to go ahead and actually make more money? And companies do incentivize you in addition to the commission. They usually have something like, a quarterly bonus. I know some companies, they give out anywhere between 5 to 10K if you go ahead and hit these numbers. There is a year-end bonus. So that also needs to go ahead and factor into your total comp. There's a big misconception that on-target earnings is your total compensation. No, you get into sales to go out there and make as much money as possible. I mean, you should be gunning for six figures, 120K, 150K, 200K. This is if you do, in my opinion, the bare minimum. Or if you didn't have the training and you didn't have the support, you don't know how to get to the six-figure level. So you should be having those resources and that access to be able to get to a six-figure position. Having said that, though, other things that you want to go ahead and consider, even if you're hitting the six-figure number of like 100K, 120K, 150K, is also benefits. Sometimes it looks like one role is actually paying you more. So let's just say total comp-wise, you can go out there and expect 120, 150K. Depending on the state that you live in, or depending on the health insurance plan, or depending on the benefits package that they have, sometimes it looks like you're making more money, but actually if you took the total comp job for 140K, you'd actually be taking home and putting into your own pocket more cash, because ultimately we can only spend what goes into our checking account. So this is also why it's really important for you to have a coach, which is why I'm really urging anybody that's watching this, even if you did not enroll in the Elevate program, please go ahead, join our school community right here, where you can go and basically get access to, you can go out there and basically get access to these additional resources here, right where, and if you need to get your resume reviewed, you can go there as well. But with that said, we also have an additional guide if you guys need access to resume templates, if you guys don't know how to put your resume description together, if you guys want access to like our interview question cheat sheet, we basically have all of that. As I mentioned before, all of this is free, but it is only available on our school. With that said, other things that you also want to consider when you're when you guys are also like thinking about salaries is also what kind of 401k do they have? What kind of perks do they have? What kind of like do they have a continuing education budget? Some companies are really cool where if you want to get like, and I'm just throwing it out there, if you want to get a Salesforce certification because you want to move up into a more of a management level, or you want to do more things related to revenue operations or analytics, they can go out there and support that, supporting you to get additional training and certification. Also, you want to think about PTO. You don't want to just be working all the time. I mean, what's the point of making all that commission and money if you don't have time to go ahead and enjoy yourself a little bit? So those are other things that you want to look at. And the final thing that I'm going to talk about is, in addition to money, you should also be looking at, is the team culture the right fit for you? Is this manager the right fit for you? One of the beautiful things about being a part of the Elevate community and the program is that you have access. Every single month we have a capstone event where you're able to go ahead and really expand your network to meet directors, VP of sales, business development from the hottest companies such as like Salesforce, HubSpot, you name it. We have brought them into our monthly capstone event, and to really start building out your network. So even if you've landed a job and you want to go out there and get like another role that's even better, you should start establishing contacts with these people, because if you have direct access to them, it'll make it so much easier than you just cold applying, sending out a resume, hoping somebody's going to write back to you. You really want to go ahead and actually think about the culture, because there might be a position that offers you on paper what looks like more money up front, but if you're stuck with the wrong manager and you're just not able to succeed under this individual, or it's the wrong culture, or it's basically, I'm not saying bad, I'm just saying it's the wrong product for you to go ahead and promote, it's going to be very hard for you to be successful. So think sports. You could take one athlete and put them on one team, and they're not going to do very well, or they're not going to make a huge contribution. But if you put them on a different team, boom, they're able to go out there and just really just soar and fly, and basically just like sky's the limit for them, which is something that we like to say around here. So get access to these resources. My next video, I'm going to go ahead and actually talk about the 90-day checklist. What do you need to go ahead and do to give yourself the best possible chance of getting that six-figure total comp, or like exceeding your quota, so that you're able to go ahead and make the money because ultimately, one of the reasons why we all get into tech sales is because the commissions, right? So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel already, please go ahead and do so. We know 80% of you keep on coming back to our YouTube channel and you're not subscribing. Please subscribe. We're going to have more videos, more resources, more guides, and definitely reach out to us. We are a community that's trying to help everybody in tech sales be more successful. We create these resources ultimately to help you crush it on the job. Until next time, my name is Rich with Elevate. I'll be talking to you very, very soon. Schedule a call with us if you're ready to make that transition over to tech sales, or if you want to just have a conversation, we're here to help you out. Talk to you soon.